welcome to the Lily Mercer Show. I'm here with the legendary Jazzy Jeff. It's lovely to have you on the show.
Good to be here.
This is like a very familiar place to you, London. Yeah. I didn't actually realise you recorded an album here, but he's the DJ and the rapper with Will Smith was recorded here.
Yeah, we were at Swiss Cottage for a month, recording in Battery Studios. So
that's crazy.
I was here for a long time.
And I think even in your solo career as well, you've produced a crazy amount of music. And your album, The Magnificent, is one of my favourites from that period in time, especially as a compilation album. I love the artists you featured and your taste.
Thank you.
So is that something you might revisit again?
Yeah, I'm definitely thinking about it. It's usually a thought process first, and then once you kind of write it out, then just recording it, it's just, a matter of just getting people in the studio. So maybe by the end of the year.
You've got a great eye for talent, like a lot of the younger artists that you work with as well. You're not kind of a stranger to the new scene as well. And you've been working with Matt Miller on his new project as well. Have you taught him any production tips? Because he's really good at producing as well. No,
you know what? He came in, really, on top of his game. When we kind of sat down and, he had a lot of, just savvy in the studio. So, and he records a lot, so that helps.
That's true. And who else have you been working with from the up-and-coming scene?
I just finished a project on a guy named Dane Jordan out of Philadelphia. We just dropped, and gonna be dropping just stuff up until the project comes out. Just dropped a song called Room Test, just to, put it out there. I'm really excited about that.
Do you feel that the two sides of hip-hop are inspiring each other? Like, rather than just the youth looking up to the legends, I feel like there's a bit of a crossover.
Absolutely. It's a full circle. It's a full circle, definitely.
And having been one of the recipients of the first ever hip hop Grammy, do you look back on the industry and think it's in a good place now?
Yeah, it's a lot better than it was. Just because of the independent side. I'm happy that artists finally are taking more control over their career and taking their business in their own hands, and it's not so much relying on just the labels.
Yeah. Because I feel hip-hop is leading that more than any other genre.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Hopefully it'll teach all the other genres.
That's true. And are there any producers that you're looking at right now? Are there any ones that you tip for success?
Oh, man, it's a lot of guys out there, from the Stro Elliots to the tall black guys. I'm inspired by a lot of those guys.
Yeah. And how do you stay inspired after so many years of working in the genre?
You just gotta love what you do. If you really love what you do, it's not hard to be inspired. It's good music out everywhere. You just sometimes have to dig a little bit.
And you did Boiler Room while you were in London. How do you feel about the kind of developments in music streaming and the way that it's kind of a bit more of a global thing now?
Oh, I think it's great. I mean, it gives you the ability to be in more places, at one time, and just it basically allows your brand to kind of stretch in places that you don't have to be in. So I love it.
Makes it a bit easier, I guess, than carrying your records. And I wanted to ask you about working with your son. Is it a nice experience working with your son on music? Yeah,
it's a little different. It's a little different trying, because you want to make sure that his stuff is straight and then tell him to go do his homework. So it's a little different. But, we get together pretty much all summer. Probably going to knock his project out this summer. Extremely talented, which that not surprises you, but it's a little bit different that, I think he has this thing that is kind of like, I want to show my dad I'm for real. So you enjoy that. We have a good time.
Would you have let him carry on if he was bad? Or
he wouldn't have been bad. Yeah. I would have made sure of that.
And I wanted to ask you, have you ever been kicked out of anyone's house beside Uncle Phil's in real life?
Oh, man. Yeah, oh, man, you just brought a bad memory on. I don't even want to talk about that one. Woo. You know what I'm talking about? Woo.
Is it not for camera? Yeah.
No.
Well, thank you very much for joining me on the Lily Mercer Show.
Thank you.